leaving the deep line wide open.
Texas picks up another point. They are within one, trying to close out the match here in the third set. Carrico looking to Wilson. And Texas has come back to tie it up.
Again, Minnesota has to control the serve of Texas and hit the ball over the net and in the court like that. Talon threading the needle that time. She only had a few inches of line. Her 10th kill down the line off Ashley Engel.
Has only been an outside hitter for half the season and has been tremendous. There she is with the good pass. Gibmeyer couldn't put it away. Kistner digs it up. Fawcett thunders it down.
She sure looks comfortable when she doesn't have to do as much passing, and she can just run in, strong step close, and wail away on that ball. That went between blockers who did not get shoulder to shoulder, as you have to do. You don't want to leave a gap between blockers if you can avoid it.
Fawcett was spectacular as a freshman. Struggled a bit as a sophomore. Talked to one of her buddies on campus, quarterback Colt McCoy, and they've had discussions about managing expectations and handling pressure situations. And he's been a good sounding board for Julianne Fawcett, #1 in white. And a hooker with another kill. 16 for Destiny.
She can hit such sharp angles. Minnesota's just not used to taking that shot away, having it hit at them. So Lauren Gibmeyer, the middle blocker, not used to having to take such sharp angle.
And now the errors starting to mount up for Minnesota. Texas 15-13. A 7-1 run for the Longhorns. The overpass. Doris is on it. Point Texas. Timeout Minnesota. The Horns have scored 8 of the last 9 points and are getting closer to a berth in the final. Texas with the 2-0 lead and on top here in the third, trying to close out Minnesota in the national semifinals here in Tampa. And let's take a look at our Home Depot coaching clinic with Coach Garage.
And we'll freeze it here for a second. Destiny Hooker has a blocker who's nowhere to be found, and another blocker leaned one way and then came back the other, but wide open to go over her, and she presents so many sharp angles. You can see Lauren Gibmeyer, the blocker for Minnesota here. She's going to reach to her right, but the hit goes to her left. You have to keep aware of and honor that sharp angle. But if you take that away, we saw her cup it down the line. If you take that away, she hits over into the deep corner. She has a nice variety of shots that present great trouble for opponents.
Gibmeyer with the swing. There's Doris in the middle for the kill. The Texas Longhorns at 28-1, the overall #2 seed. Right from the opening day of practice, their sights firmly set on a spot in the national championship match.
Minnesota really trying hard to get the ball to Lauren Gibmeyer, making a substitution here, seeing if they can get a side out from #8, Catherine Harms, who came in the first set to try to do the same thing.
This is a 10-1 run now for the Longhorns. Kistner there defensively. Hooker's going to go at it. Double contact, point Longhorns. The national champions back in 1988 for Coach Mick Haley. They have not returned to the finals since.
Had that great opportunity last year, up 2-0. It appears they're not going to let this opportunity slip away and slam the door shut.
Carrico to Wilson, rejected. Doris and Hooker.
Hooker talks about what she wants to be. Watch her celebrate at the end of this play after getting her arms across. She wants to be the ever-ready bunny for her team and dance and scream and fist pump and bring that energy for her teammates.
Talk about turning on the switch. A 12-1 run for Texas. And they have busted this one open. The Longhorns trying to get into the finals. This is the first of our 2 national semis coming up around 9 Eastern tonight here on ESPN2. Number 1, Penn State and the Rainbow Wahine. And it all leads up to the championship match Saturday at 8 Eastern on ESPN2. For more information, log on to ESPN.com. The 88 NCAA champions, they also won the 81 AIAW title.
And the 1988 championship was the first one not won by a West Coast or a Hawaii team. That was the big breakthrough that started the trend to this becoming a national sport, and teams like Penn State, Nebraska, winning multiple titles.
And the Longhorns now sensing that they are getting close to their goal of playing for a national championship.
We are the Texas Longhorns.
We won our only title in 1988.
I was born that year.
We have won 10 straight matches.
This is our second consecutive semifinal appearance.
We've been here before, but this year we're determined to win it all. Hook 'em horns.
Hook 'em horns.
Led by that dynamic senior class of Engel, Hooker, and Kistner. The most successful in Texas history. Starting to roll here in set number 3. They took the first 2 and the commanding lead against the Minnesota Golden Gophers, the 11 seed. They upset Florida State to get to the national semis. And they have a long road to go to try and get back against the Longhorns tonight. Beth Mullins, along with 3-time national champion Kurt Skirai, sitting courtside.
And we heard Julianne Fawcett say we've won 10 matches in a row. They're only 3 points away from being undefeated coming into this match, but they lost at Iowa State, and Coach Elliott said that was a very important loss for us. They broke down a year ago a 2-0 lead in the national semifinals, and they really broke down in set number 3 at Iowa State. Learned a valuable lesson not to let up on the gas. And certainly Hooker and her teammates are not doing that now. Hungry to get 4 more points.
Coker looking for Engel, and the lefty delivers. Three players now in double-digit kills for Texas.
You can see again a player for Texas in the middle hitting against just one blocker. Lauren Gibmeyer, the middle blocker, getting left all by herself. That's very difficult to take away angles.
Cowles gets it through the block. Cowles to serve. Coker. Hooker. Storming down the middle of the floor for the kill.
I talked about Gibmeyer needing more help in the middle. She got it there and went just right over into the corner with this time 3 pairs of hands in front of her.
Usually the triple block means curtains, but when you can touch close to 11 feet, you can get over the top of the curtain rod. Off the block, point Texas. And it is now set point for the Longhorns. And match point for a spot in the championship. Gibmeyer sends it long. Redemption for Texas after the disappointment of last year's